not using your math brain, you're using your memory. And I didn't see anybody taking off their shoes to count their toes to get up to 14. So you're not using your hands, you're using your memory. So don't use your memory today. I want to show you how to use your calculator. It's up here, front left. Watch this. Every number that I just showed you how it goes down to 9 is designed to train your brain for basic arithmetic. The number 11 was designed to teach the human brain 1 plus 1. So what do you guys all know 1 plus 1 is? 2. Well, you've all memorized that. Or, you can get gutsy and say, I got a finger here, I got a finger here, that makes 2 fingers, moron. So, you guys, I understand. You guys aren't all memory. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying for the most part, we only memorize our math tables and just use our memory. And if it's not, you skip right to your calculator. There's no room for students to do mental math anymore. You go right from your memory to your calculator. And so I want to share with you how to think like a calculator and experience numbers every day. The number 11 is designed to teach the brain 1 plus 1. If you think it's 2, plug it in. What's 11 take away 2? 9. 9 is the magic checker in your brain to tell you whether you're right or wrong. The only answer that fits right here and gets you down to 9 is the right answer. If you, for some reason, if you think 1 plus 1 adds up to 3, plug it in here. What's 11 take away 3? 8. Is it 9? Then that means something's wrong. Only the right answer will fit here. Try 22. What's a 2 and a 2? 4. Plug it in. What do you get? 9 eventually, right? But 22 take away 4 is 18. Look at the answer. What's 1 and 8? 9. So let's try 22 again. We're doing 2 plus 2. But today you're a little tired. You think 2 and 2 is 5. Plug it in. What's 22 take away 5? 17. Does this add up to 9? Then this is all wrong. Only the right answer. So if you guys would start at the number 10 and work your way up to 99 and do this simple pattern with every 2-digit number, it would literally train your brain for basic arithmetic. It would teach your brain every basic addition and subtraction fact, and not through your memory. It actually logically takes your brain through it, and it will literally turn on the calculator in your brain. So now when you guys leave school today, you're riding home, you see a number on a bus, or on the side of a road, or on a license plate. Anywhere you see a number, just do this little exercise, and it will actually exercise your calculator in your brain to keep it up. So watch this. 123. You see a sign on the way home today that says 123. Add it up. What's 1 plus 2 plus 3? 6. I'll do the math. 117. Look at the answer. 1 and 7 is? It will always be 9. So I'm giving you guys 2 things. The secret to numbers and how to put a number down, add it up and put the total underneath. So there's the equation. And I've already given you the answer. The answer is always 9. So you don't have to be afraid or have any fear to try this because you can do it inside. So if you're at a test and you've got to get this right, and your whole life depends on it, that you got to get this right, and you've got to get 5 plus 5. I mean, if you don't get it, you're not going to graduate. 5 plus 5. Your whole life, where'd it go? I'm over here. I was testing you. 5 plus 5. Right here. Okay, that's all you got to get to pass the test. Here's how you can do it. All right, I got 5 fingers here. I got 5 fingers here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 fingers. That's one way to do it. You could have memorized 5 and 5 is 10. You could use a calculator to figure out 5 and 5 is 10. You could ask Peter or anybody on the math staff if 5 and 5 is 10, and they'll make sure you're right. But all those are external, you guys. You got to be able to depend on yourself. Watch this. This is how you do it. 5 and 5. You think it's 10. Plug it in. Get it 45. 4 and 5 is 9. So that means you're right. 5 and 5 is 10. If you think for some reason 5 and 5 is 11, you put 11 here. 55 take away 11 is 44. No 9. So something's wrong. So 5 and 5 can't be 11. So for those of you who aren't good at math and have avoided mental math since the day you got your calculator, I just want to show you how to turn on the calculator so you can make any number go back to 9. There's a simple little pattern that helps you remember it. 10 digits. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now keep going, but go underneath backwards. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All the ways to make 9. 0 plus 9. 1 plus 8. 2 plus 7. 3 plus 6. 4 plus 5. You should have learned this like when you were 8 or 9 years old, because what this would do now is every number you see, you could easily make it add up to 9 and know if it adds up to 9 because you recognize these simple patterns, all right? Is everybody cool with the 9 idea? Anybody have any questions on that? 0 through 9? How all numbers go down to 9? All the old students, you got it? It's so easy, anybody can do it, right? Okay, good. Some of you weren't in the room, but at the beginning of the show, I asked for a volunteer to give me some numbers of 2-digit addition, and I added up 4 2-digit numbers in my head faster than she could do it on the calculator. After I did that problem, I stopped the show and I asked all of you, how many of you think you can add up 4 2-digit numbers in your head without pencil and paper? And do you remember what you guys said? 0. You didn't say nothing. You didn't raise your hand. Nobody said yes. Every one of you started laughing out loud to your friends that I even asked you if you could do this. That's what your reaction was. So let me show you how to do it. This was me and you in your class many years ago. My teacher wrote this problem on the board and was going to teach us how you have to do a thing called a carry. 7 plus 2 plus 1 plus 4 carry and get it. You all know how to do that? This whole carry thing? I didn't. I wasn't listening. I was in the back of the class talking to my best friend about sports. We had a game that night. And I was not listening. My teacher noticed that I was not paying attention. And as soon as she finished showing us how you have to carry this number to get an answer, she goes, Scott, why don't you come on up to the front of the class and do this example? I'm 10 years old. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how to do it. I don't even know what carry means. And I don't even know where to begin. And out of survival, out of fear, I don't know why, but I went up to the board and I just did this. I didn't do this out loud. I just did it in my head. And I'm in front of all my best friends, don't know what I'm going to do. And I just, for some reason, I went here. I said, okay, that's 20, that's 20. So 20 and 20 is 40. 10 more is 50. 10 more is 60. Now I go up here, so 60. Plus 7 is 67. 2 more is 69. 1 more is 70. 4 more is 74. And I just wrote down 74. And the teacher looked at me like, okay, well, that's the right answer, but how did you get that? Because there's no carry. And I said, I don't even know what that means. And she goes, try this one then. So you guys try this one on your own and see how it feels to go backwards to do maths. And raise your hand when you get the answer. Don't say it out loud. Give everybody else a chance, even the old students and the parents, teachers. Raise your hand for a second. Let me know you got it. What's the answer? 75. 75. That was about 50% of you. So just for fun, for the students that didn't get it the first time, let's do it together out loud so they see the rhythm of how this adds up. So right here is 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 69, 70. So now all of you should be able to do this pretty easily. So let's try one together. Say it out. Don't say it out loud. Just raise your hand. Teachers too. Keep them up, especially the students. Let's see how you do. Great. What's the answer? 98. 98. Is that right? Anybody get something else? 98, right? I didn't even look. I'm sure I trust you guys. But here's what's funny about that. I walked in here, and 20 minutes ago, I added up a bunch of 2-digit numbers. When I got the answer, you guys were like, ooh and ah, and that's really cool. They could do it that fast. And I said, how many of you can do it? And all of you started laughing out loud. Now, after 2 examples, how many of you think you could do this in your head? Adding a bunch of 2-digit numbers. Just raise your hand for a second if you think you could do it. Who can't do it? Raise your hand. You can't do it? Do you just feel like it doesn't make sense to you, or what? Thanks for not being afraid to say it. Did it not make sense to you? Yeah. So you can't do it, but you can? What do you mean? What's going on over there? Okay, you don't know. That's how we mostly feel. So just for fun, what's your name? Claire. Claire, and now you say you can't do it, but just live on the edge. Forget about these other kids for a minute, all right? Just you and me hanging out. What's 30 plus 20? 50, right? What's 20 more? 70, 10 more. 80, 87. 87 plus 2. 89 plus 1. 90 plus 8. So you just did 4 2-digit numbers in your head. Will you guys give Claire a hand for having the guts today? I feel like we're Maths Anonymous or something. All right, so Claire, thanks for doing that. I appreciate that. Now you guys...